up on top of the walls is you, Sonera. Hark! Enemy in the sky! Pull yourself together, please! Private, you've been trained for this. Even if the only action you've ever seen has been street fights, tavern brawls, and fisticuffs over who cheated at checkers. First things first, I must ready the cannons. Now, to walk myself through steps, right. Make certain you are with sucker for aiming a cannon is no swift matter. So far, so good. I'll just get Camille. That girl? Always nowhere to be found when he's needed. Fine. Sarge always said to improvise. You over there, adventurer. Lusaminia has need of your services. Slow down the enemy while I aim the cannon. I'll be ready here for the fifth carcass is cold. I promise you. Well, I guess that's code for take out 5 enemies. So let's do so. We specifically just need to take out 5 Pook hatchlings. We've killed these a good number of times before. Hopefully you're ready. Ready to fire. I keep my promises, adventurers. And you keep your skills well honed, I see. A moment, I had just received a dispatch. What? They weren't attacking airport. Well, that's... We're not important enough? They were just babies. Well, you could have to be duller than a box of air to fly at a cannon position, times being what they are. I suppose that ends well, but I must admit I was looking forward to putting my training to real use. I did enjoy the maelstrom to break up brawls, you know, and now I shall have to clean the cannon. Well, that's what you get for jumping 2 things. But oh! Level 16, nice. I think I can now officially take this into dungeons, and that will make leveling up the job a lot easier in the future. Mountains of molehills. Well, I made a right mess of things the other day. Commander Falkrita said she'd dock my pay if I pulled something like that again. At least I didn't get tossed in the brig like Kamel. I have been very cherry since, and you can be certain of that. I've little enough coin as it is in the paper to hack my thirst with. But this time, there's a real attack on airport, and off I go to arm the cannons. Save airport from those bloodbaths on 4 legs, and we'll see what the commander has to say about my pay then. Adventurer, for airport in glory, slow down the horde. I'm certain to be ready by the time you slaughter 5. Well, you were last time. Still, I hope that you're actually correct this time around, because, you might as well just not be fit for this job if everything I'm hearing is sounding correct. Alright, hopefully this time she is correct and this was actually a threat, but I'm pretty sure not. Well slayed, or do I mean slain? I shall need to know who these feelings of mine to be officer. I've got the powder and ball loaded and primed now. However, the slow match. Hark, a dispatch. Stand down forthwith. Not again. But surely the adamantoises are present hedgemoles. You're certain? Well, but that's like an adamantoid except weak and not at all dangerous. Why? Perhaps I have been cursed by some enemy. Not very likely he for a mere storm private, 2nd class or no. Now the commander will dock my pay and leave my whistle dry as dust. Well, my lady most gallant, it is called airport. I've spent a deal of time admiring the undersides of many a tavern table, I can tell you that. What? It could be that my humors are out of balance from a surfeit of ale? And thus I see it now. There is excess blood which has overfed my martial zeal. Lusaminia, your learned ways have shown me the light. Much thanks. I'll go now to receive a leeching. I hope that you realize your mistakes and fix it in the future. Put on those pants and down we go. We got another question. Oh, I thought we were done with her. Okay, now that I've made my way back up here, what do you have for us? Greetings, Lusaminia. Will you deliver this in my stead to Camp Skull Valley? It's my report to Commander Folkrita. I was as plain spoken as I could be, and I was going to report in person, but for some reason I barely the strength to visit the barber for leechings, let alone the trip to Skull Valley. I don't suppose I'd be spared a dock and pay. You don't think they'd clap at me in the brig, do you? Well, I don't exactly know, but for your sake, I hope that you at least learned your lesson this time around. Be a bit more cautious about how much you're drinking, and make sure something's actually a threat. Skull Valley is that thing over there. Or, well, Camp Skull Valley is that thing. That, bit of armory place. I could have worded that better, but I am sticking with it. But, just slowly make my way up to the door. There we are. Can't go inside, but we can go up on top of it. So let's do that. And there's Folkrita. Ah, an adventurer. And one whose name rings a bell. You have been of service to the Maelstrom, I hear. What brings you to Skull Valley? A report from Private Sinera. It does her little credit that she did not make the trip herself. Stay a while while I peruse this. Huh. She does not prevaricate, at least, that one. Unfortunate how she has gone to rack and ruin since she was posted at Illport. She was among the first in her show to be promoted to second class, you know. Do you know what a soldier's greatest enemy is, Lusaminia? Boredom. As a suspect, Cenero, who has played the craven in fighting this foe. I shall order the paymaster to dock her pay, but I will not sign a censor. If she can stay out of the tavern and learn to keep herself busy, she may yet earn her salt. Alright, and you still got something for us. Lest we forget. Carry a while, Lusaminia? Twill not be said that an adventurer came to Camp Skull Valley and left without honest pay for honest work. We have a problem with other encampments. We have a problem that other encampments may well find enviable. The dodos are so plentiful that they even nest within the barracks. The nest must be removed forthwith before it draws beasts dangerous to man as well as birds. That is very fair. And it's right around the back, it looks like? Am I correct about this? Yeah. I would say that's kind of important to take care of. For safety reasons, among other things. So, the dodos, this is going to take a while to take them out because I am using a level 5 stick. So I will see you all once that's taken care of. Swiftly done! They do say that where a soldier dallies, an adventurer hurries. Peaceful as it may seem now, this encampment was built to ward against the kobolds of Ogamora, to the north. We do not forget our purpose. You only need to look to our name. The valley floor was once lined with the skulls of kobolds we slew, so that no invader might reach its northern mouth, or its southern mouth, and the settlements beyond without treading on death with every step. Nowadays, it seems we are in danger of treading on dodo eggs at every turn, or on the adders that feast on them. The dodos brought by settlers now run feral, and keep us in meat, eggs, and headaches. Well, at least it's something. to help you out. I'll grab the brass gorget. And there we go. That entire quest line is now done. That went for a decent amount longer than I expected it to. But, hey. Hopefully, Sanoa figures everything out. I'm pretty sure I got her name wrong. Sorry, gal. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. We still have one more quest, though, here back in Ailport that we need to take care of. And it's back down where Jack is about. At the moment. Ahid Boat, you are the one that we need to talk to. On a wing and a prayer. Ahoy, adventurer! My telltales close soon, and I have to have me a little something for the journey. The death spats are flying. Think yourself like someone know to bring me 5 wings? 4 won't do, and 6 is no good, mind ye. Welcome you are to keep any perfect, as long as you who know what to do with them. You'll bring me the wings. Alright. Well, I got bats to kill. Thankfully, that is going to take a while. Again, we're using a level 5 stick still. It goes to show that our damage output is not exactly the highest at this current moment in time. Ahoy there! Keep your voice down, nobody's business but ours, isn't it? You got what I asked for? Here you go. I decided to give the actual kills to Archer instead of Conjurer because it needs it a bit more right now. We cannot sadly complete the quest with Archer because it's level 13 and not 15. Them's the ones, and that's as pretty a job as I've seen. Know your way around a battle, eh? Well, that's just fine, thank ye. Why? We sailors can be a superstitious lot, you know. So the crew might look at the like for carrying bat parts. When the wing's done and died and the water cats are dry, it's odd one day, overboard the next. What? No superstition about that? The Dusker's been my luck since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks once on 3 bats I caught. Trapped at the top of an abandoned watchtower. Even ate a wing up of one before I made up my mind up to climb down the wall. This journey will be sailing past the Isle of Umbra, and I can feel the sea hoeing in those reefs. The light at Pharaoh Sirius burns dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much like that old watchtower for comfort. I ain't been the hated boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, and more half mad, itching down the sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than a fingertip. But I'll had me 5 bat wings on every journey, just the same as that boy had. Hey, I will judge. If it gets you through, it gets you through. I'm gonna grab those. And we got our level up anyway. Anyways, you got something still for us? The bashful Ariel pursued Rugadin, but a headfoot has it nonetheless. Wearing the sheepishness like an incommodious singlet. Ahoy, Lusaminia! It clean slipped my mind the last time, but I have another thing to ask of you. My bearings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. Got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the maid for it. I went ashore on some rocks on the voyage in, and a faded petticoat who comes up to me said she's the daughter, and she's got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley, and she hadn't seen what she hadn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes, pretty eyes too, for what had passed her child in years. She must have been a real beauty in her day. Always had a soft spot for tawny eyes, mayhap because the sea is green-eyed Virgo and the skies, her sisters, have eyes blue and red, gray and black. Well, this daughter of her goes by Wiltwis. You'll take the letter to her? Indeed I will. We've been over in that direction before. In fact, we were over in that direction not too long ago. The one we are looking to talk to is to the right, heading into Camp Skull Valley. Hello there. Greetings, adventurer. They said you were looking for me. Indeed I was. A letter from Mama. I haven't heard from her in so long. She never answered my letters. No, stay, for I'll have a reply to send. What the... Oh, the stone-hearted, grasping hag! Wouldn't let me take so much of a hunk of dried fish when I left the island, and now she wants Gil? That succubus! You think me cold? Well, fight on what you think. I wanted something better than tilling salty fields and spilling small fry out the net, and occasionally taking a passing sailor into my bed for more of the same. She'll receive no reply from me. Thank you for your services and good day to you. Okay, it seems that we came across a rather bad combination of things. Yeah. Sorry, miss. You still have one for us, though. Weapons and armor, in order. Saltpeter in order. Basic provisions all in order. Potions. Oh, the vials near gone. Adventurer, Lusaminia, was it? We can let bygones be bygones. Huns, you are skilled in wrangling beasts, I hear, and I have a need of pelican poison. The poison can be readily gathered from pelicans in the area, but I must continue my duties here. Are you so minded to undertake the task? I can do so. Gonna just switch over to Archer, and let's do this. With the last Pelican, I managed to get Archer to level 14. Only need one more level and I can also do the next set of Archer quests. But that is for later. For now, you. And welcome your return, adventurer. Have you what I asked for? Ah, I see you are not stinting in filling with the vials. The last adventurer returned with each barely half full and had the key to demand full payment. I have had a low opinion of adventurers since, but you know of our paths with the kobolds, and they are not the foe we fight today. Nay, all our guns are trained on the fishbacks. Such a weak thing, this vial, but his too is a gun. So susceptible does the Hagen art to pelican poison that even the rawest recruit may, with a poisoned tip arrow, find herself a fisher of beastmen. There was a settlement here once, near Halfstone. Then the primal Leviathan rose, and the Sahagin invaded. Work of generations was undone in a season, and whole families perished. I never knew the Halfstone settlement, but I believe it to be a home worth fighting for. And so we fight, with steel and fire, and even poison to reclaim that which is ours. And I hope that one day it's back under our care and as it was before. You got one more quest, I think. Camp Skull Valley was built to hold against attacks from the sea. To the north and south lie narrow channels, with a tight gate each to hold the Sahagin at bay. Will you deliver a bottle of lowland wine to the captain of North and South Tide Gate? Call it a small privilege of the quartermaster. Please take the first bottle to Captain Stronghold of South Tide Gate. You got it? We've been over in this direction before because we've had more than a few of the mantises to kill. In order to complete some parts of our hunter's log. We head further past it though this time. In order to talk with... Where are you? Ah, right next to the gate. Hello there, sir. How you doing? Hail, adventurer. What brings you to South Gate? This. A bottle of lowland wine from Surgeon Wiltswiss. Now isn't that something? And isn't she something? Crisp yet full-bodied is my guess. You know, didn't think I had a chance with a woman like that, but it looks like she's sweet on me. Always was popular with the fair sex, if I say so myself. I have a bother. You who heard about that? Oh, I have a brother. You heard about that? He's the captain of Northgate. Like a pea in a pod, they say, but they never pop those peas out of the pod, if you take my meaning. Will Smith. Got a way about her, she does. Cool as spray, but there is fire there, and welcome she is to show me the light and scorch off every stitch between the two of us. Sir, she was just giving you wine. It's just a bottle of wine. It's just a bottle of wine. Ah, there you are. Did Captain Strawhead receive it well? The other bottle is for Captain Hartmon of Northgate. I should have mentioned they're brothers in blood as well as arms. You think they're closer for it, but the bickering is well-nigh constant. Well, I can probably tell. Let me guess. They both want you. I can tell pretty easily that they both probably very much want you. Girl, do as I say. Probably don't go with them. You don't seem to have any interest in them anyway, so yeah. Anyways, you. Halt, adventurer. Northgate is no place for idlers. Well, I'm not here to idle, so don't worry. Wiltswiss, the quartermaster, that mousy-looking girl, still she has excellent taste in wine. It must be a mind reader, for I have a supper of ocean cloud waiting that was nothing more than a glass of lowland vintage. So, send you over with a bottle just for me, huh? What? Send one to that back berth in Southgate too. Oh, you know what he's going to think now. That he's his for the taking, that strutting. Well, he's got another thing coming, misunderstanding an innocent kindness like that. She's the quartermaster. Doesn't he know this is a professional interest? That goatish fool. I won't have him bothering that lovely girl. At least you seem to understand. Thank goodness. We're still not done here. I believe, for this moment, this is the last quest here in Western Noscea. Flowers for Ergan. Where is Rohan? I told that barnacle the engineers were for letting us take the new cannon out for a test. The 12 would know the mood will next strike those hugger-muggers. Probably over at the crypt again. Warbit, I call it. I like the good wallow now and then, but he broods on folks he didn't even know. You go fetch Rohan, and I'd be liable to profane the Lichar by beating him about his thick head with that big stone hourglass. Aye, there I go again, blaspheming the keeper. Not that I much care for that one, see? And that's probably another bit of abomination. Here, take these flowers. Run at the founder's crypt. Give it in the prettiest for the dead. That'll clear my slate with the gods. If you say so. Our destination is right up here. Her behind this killer mantis. Hello. Rest in peace. Peace of the 12, Hargray. Ah, you bring flowers. Come, no need to be shy. There's plenty of space, small in life. Okay, fine. You wanna go? Let's frickin' go! Bring it! I got your number, I can tell you that right now. Okay. Now that that guy's down. Over here, place the flowers. There we go. You'd never know. No, now there was a hamlet here, would ye? Halfstone, 'twas called, built on the sweat of near 10 score brows, and put to the Sahagins' torch. The settlers fought, aye, and how? With not a trained soldier among them. Pargam was one of those, a farmer by trade. He stayed behind to cover the final retreat, asking for as many arrows as he could spare. Then he took off his boots and gave them to another, saying it wasn't far where he was going. And here he now lies. Time was, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine him doing what he did. You don't hold fast too much in a privateer's life. Don't pirate captains going down with her ship, and any captain who hooks to loyalty more than gold is liable to have his throat slit. But now, I've got to be better than that, don't I? I've got to be more like Agam. Sounds like it. Sounds like he was a good man. An adventurer, are ye? Seems a shame for you to come all the way out here without more to show for it. How about a bit of Vilkin hunting? Sounds good to me. There's a few killer mantises about on account of a hatching we missed. The commander sent out hunting parties and collected 10 head and 6 head. There's no more than 20 in a clutch. Think you can handle the last 4? I think I can. Let's take care of them. In fact, there's some right over here, which I guess goes to show that, yeah, this needs to be taken care of right now. Alright, and I can technically continue on with this for right now as an archer, so let's do it. Nasty critters, those killer mantises. I'm sure Arakin wouldn't have wanted anyone dying near his resting place. Good hunting, adventurer. See the birds flying into their nest? It's time I return to the gate. Alaro said we'd be testing a new cannon. Like to blow himself to bits without me about. You can collect your pay from Commander Falkreed at Camp Skull Valley. Be well, adventurer. The 12 go with ye. You got it. Okay, now I need to change over to Conjurer again. But still, we learned a lot about this little area and kind of the history behind it. Sometimes doing these little quests is fun. Especially if there's a bit more to it in terms of world building than just, hey, kill this monster, they're bothering us, you know? I like that about how this, even though the most unimportant side quests have something they can sometimes offer. Ah, Lusaminia, you've become a familiar face around these parts. What brings you here today? The rest of the killer mantises? Well done, and I must commend Sergeant Rohan for his quick thinking. You have the thanks of this camp. Sometimes I fear that we will lose the war against the Sahagin for having to deal with pests and beasts. And you have something for us still. I hereby relieve you. I hear you're leaving us, Lusaminia. News travels fast in an encampment. Mayhaps you can assist us one last time for your journey out. I have a dispatch here from Maelstrom Command, from Commander Raynor of the Yellow Jackets. We have been investigating the Sestasha Seagra on their orders, but it seems they have taken on an adventurer. Excellent repute, good and pleasing manner, the commander writes, to complete the work. Now if you... Yes? Ha! This is you he speaks of course! Well, Camp Skull Valley would be glad to add to the burnish of your repute. You have carried out your commission admirably well. Commander Raynor and many others in command are of the same mind as I, that we have spread our forces too thin with these tasks. I am all too happy to withdraw our men from the caves, truth be told. Chief Sergeant Hagustel is the ranking officer at the Sestasha Seagrot. Locate him and tell him that his mission is complete and he is ordered to report back to Skull Valley. You got it. I was not expecting that. I don't know if that quest isn't available until after we complete Sestasha, or if things change depending on if you did it yet or not. I'm guessing you had to have completed Sestasha, considering why we are heading over in that direction. Anyways, Mr. Pelican, leave me alone. I shall meet you over... Oh, actually, never mind. We're pretty much there. No reason to say I'll meet you all over when our destination is literally right in front of us. Hello there, sir. We got something for you. Halt, adventurer. Who mean to enter Sestasha Seagrot? I would advise against it. You likely perish in the labyrinth depth. Trust me, were it not for sheer strength of will, I'd not be standing here. What am I doing out here, you ask? This is a homely spot for strategizing, I find. Far better than the labyrinth depths of the cave, friend. In there, none shall hear you scream, particularly since everybody else has been reassigned. Me as well, you say? Back to Camp Skull Valley and away from the labyrinth depths of the hellhole? Most excellent. I have my principles and would willingly have sacrificed my life for the mission, but I am not great to see the prospect to you, and bid this grot good day. My place is at a fort or the battlefield, not crawling around a dark cave with holes of rope and sheaves of paper, fearing I shall never see daylight again. I warn you, friend, there is much danger in those depths. It is what it is the word? Labyrinthine, I tell you. And that is everything for right now in Western Noscea. And Stone upgraded to Stone 2, and we now have Swiss cast on here. Stone Mastery, that's just to show that Stone 1 has been upgraded. But now we can head away from here. We have some things to do in New Gridania. Few things, actually, due to how much time has passed. I see you all there.